June 1st to 7th is National Volunteer Week, and it's a really important opportunity for me, on behalf of all my colleagues across the organisation, to thank our volunteers. You are a fantastic group of people who help us right across the organisation, who represent a friendly and welcoming face to the people who come to us for care, often at times of distress. We really value the work that you do for us. It was a very difficult decision for us, and one that we took with great care when we asked you to stand down from your volunteering when we were faced with the COVID crisis. We look forward to welcoming you back at some future time, but meantime, I want you to know how much your work means to us. I also want to make a special mention to people who volunteered to help us during the COVID crisis, many of whom we have not yet had to call on. I want to let you know that it may come at a future point that we will need your help and care, and so I ask you to be patient, and I thank you warmly for the fact that you have volunteered for us. And I want to make a last shout out, because there is one group of volunteers that has managed to continue to provide care, and they are the breastfeeding support mums who, using a telephone helpline, have managed to continue to provide voluntary support to mums across the trust. So a special thank you to you. But to everyone else, for all of the volunteering that you've done for us in the past, and looking forward to having you volunteer with us again in the future. Thank you so much for the work that you do, and thank you to your loved ones and families who make you available to us to be volunteers. Enjoy National Volunteer Week.
Hello folks, this is the beginning of a National Volunteer Week, and it's important to recognise the huge help and contribution which volunteers make in our society. In Ireland here we have so many charities, so many volunteers who do good work in so many different ways, and it is a credit to so many people in our communities so generously and helpfully give their time, hours, days, weeks of work in helping others. And most certainly here in the Western Trust, we have an immense appreciation for the work of you as volunteers in our hospitals and in our communities. I just want to, again, as chair of this trust, thank you sincerely for your selflessness, your generosity, your kindness, your good heart. Thank you sincerely. We've had weeks of this horrible pandemic, and so many changes have had to be made just in our day-to-day operations, and some of the volunteering in our hospitals in particular have had to be stood down. But I know that you folk equally have probably just turned to your community and continued to volunteer to help, because that's the way you are and that's the people you are. And again, just to thank you. In the early days and weeks of this pandemic, we did fear the worst. The statistics and the numbers that we suspected we may needed to deal with were huge. There was an amazing number of people who volunteered at that time. Thankfully, we did not need to take up those offers of help to the extent that we thought we may need to. But again, just the kindness of people offering in a situation where there was so much fear, it was truly amazing to see. We do long to see normality return, whatever that might be, and we long to see you in our wards, our corridors again. Thank you.